Blue Kettle Soapworks here, and what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be cutting my Frozen themed soap. It also has some snowflake embeds. I'm trying to hold it away from the camera here, and piping on the top. So not sure what we're going to get, but this should be fun to see where the cut's actually going to happen. And I think I finally figured out why I was getting a narrow view if you've watched any of my other videos. So hopefully this will be a full view when you see the cutting video. And I did ask my daughter if she wanted to help me cut this Frozen soap, but she told me she was too busy making a fort. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and hopefully it cuts just in the right spot. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's see what we have here. It's always a surprise. Okay, we're going to go through rather quickly, but I always get super giddy when I get to cut some soap. And so far, I think I like it. We'll have to see my little critic here. I was concerned about some of the snowflakes, I guess, melting. And this was a good cut here, but I can almost see some of how the blue went inside of some of the detailed work that was on the actual embed. There's a couple of air holes, but I can live with that. There we go. And what I think is really neat, the placement is, you can see we have a blue snowflake on one side and a white snowflake on the other side, which is really super kind of cool to me. We may not get that in every one of them, but here's to wishful thinking. So we'll keep going with the cut. There we go, another blue and white one. Blue. And the piping, I think it blended in pretty good with my in the pot swirl. It's funny when you're trying to show this and look into the camera at the same time to see what you're taping. But right now I'm kind of excited and I'm jumping for joy. I'll just have to get my little critic to come in here and tell me what she thinks about it. So that one's got some detail maybe, and that's pretty cool. And like you see here, we got a couple of air bubbles, but that's not, the next time I have to make sure I get a lot of soap in between the embeds, which I probably didn't do the best job, but I think it looks like some Frozen themed soap. Okay, almost down to our last chunk. I'm really digging the blue on one side and the white on the other side. I'm going to move this. I have to bump my soap. I'm going to take a little bit of the soap off of here. And we can do the last chunk of soap. And then I might be able to get my little helper to come in here and tell me what she thinks. And here are the last pieces of the Frozen themed soap. Okay, and what I'm probably going to do is take the camera off so I can get a better up close look at some of the soaps. Sorry, I started talking out of the view of the camera. And
Hi, Mom. See to check on you.
Okay. Do you want to come check out the soap? Come around to this side of the table. What do you think?
Good.
Does it look like a Frozen themed soap?
And I found a nickel too.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay, let's take the camera off and we'll get a...
hungry.
Okay, I will heat up your food as soon as I'm done.
Okay, I should have asked you before.
Kids, you love them, you love them. Okay. I'm just going to try to turn some of them around so when I actually take the camera off, you'll be able to see more of a close-up of what they look like. If that's something you want to see. All right, here we go. Bear with me. And here is some of my Frozen themed soap. Okay. Thanks for watching.